What is going on, everyone? Let's talk a little bit about the NBA, and let's talk about the NBA draft lottery that just occurred. And let's go as far as this. That sucked. As a sports fan looking for entertainment, I know I'm a diehard Sixers fan, but as a sports fan looking for entertainment and looking for storylines throughout the NBA, the first pick in the draft goes to the New Orleans Pelicans. Boo! Boo! I mean, really, if Zion Williamson ends up going to New Orleans, that is probably the worst case scenario that could have ever happened. I don't know, Memphis is pretty bad too, but let's be real, that's not entertaining. If the NBA could have a choice, they would want Zion to be on the Knicks. That's what everyone wanted who's inside the NBA as a whole and inside the organization. I don't know if I will go as far as I wanted the Knicks to get Zion Williamson and get the first overall pick, but I will say the Pelicans, that sucks. If I'm a part of management with the Pelicans, though, and Anthony Davis is being on my nerves and wants to be out of there, well, this just helped me make a decision that was hard and made it a little bit easier because now the Pelicans are a little bit ahead of schedule. Get rid of Anthony Davis, get some picks, and start this rebuild. He doesn't want to be there, whatever. Let's go. Let's start it over. Let's make it happen. Let's get some trades. That's what I would say if I was in the upper management of the Pelicans organization because it's clear he's going to cause problems. At this point, there's lots of noise going on. Just start the hell fresh. Start the hell over and get fresh. Get fresh people in there. Build a culture that you want. And you get Zion Williamson to start it off. That's not a bad option. So that's how I would elect it. As for Knicks fans that are so pissed, so miserable, so upset, you still have free agency, and you're still probably realistically going to land some big pieces. Of course, this hurts. Zion Williamson, that was the big name. Everyone put it together. The Knicks, the Knicks and Zion, the Knicks and Zion. You're still going to land some big-time free agents, and if you do elect to keep the third pick, RJ Barrett, maybe that can help out. Say you go get a Kevin Durant, say you go get a Kyrie, well, you get a shooting guard in there and RJ Barrett. Now, you got Kevin Knox. I'm just spitballing. I can care less about the damn Knicks. But it's not over, all right? That's just reality. It's not over because of the amount of money that you have in cap space to go spend out on an obnoxious amount of free agents and some top-tier talent that's going to hit the markets. Here are the 7 top picks. Pelicans, Memphis, Knicks. The Lakers jumped up there to 4. They get a higher pick than the Cavs, which goes at number 5. The Suns at 6, and the Bulls at 7. Those are the top 7 picks in the draft. And Sam Hinkie really ruined it for everyone else because now they changed the percentages and all that for teams so they can't try and tank on purpose. And it's clearly affecting the teams at the bottom as you see other squads kind of jump up there. The Pelicans had a 6% chance to win the damn thing, and they did. And their social media account put up a video of their entire team going crazy in an office, which is really cool to see their passion to get the first pick. And speaking of passion, obviously I'm passionate about the Sixers. We ended up giving Boston that pick for Markelle Fultz to move up from 3 to 1. We all know the story. Well, they ended up getting that pick today, Sacramento's pick, at 14. So it does feel a little bit better to know that Boston didn't snag an elite pick from us. They get the 14th overall pick, which was the worst that they could possibly have gotten. And okay, all right, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't feel as bad. Let's just go as far as that. It still sucks, let's be real, but not as bad, right? Not as bad. Overall, though, when looking at how it all played out, it's funny because I remember being in the Knicks position for many years as a Sixers fan where this was your day. You get to the NBA season, it's game 1, and what do you think about the whole time? Oh, I can't wait till the draft lottery to see if we're going to get the first overall pick. I remember it. I remember getting 3rd, and I remember getting 3rd, and then I remember getting 1. And it's an emotional roller coaster without a doubt. But I remember those moments. I do. The glory days. And here we are now, losing on buzzer beaters to Kawhi Leonard that hits the rim 4 times. I don't know what's more painful, getting the third overall pick when you expect the first, or the buzzer beater to happen, to be completely honest with you. But it is crazy because you see teams like the Lakers jump up, and when they do, you're saying, you got to be kidding me. They had a 2% chance. What the hell is going on? How is this happening? And then you see the Knicks are still involved when they go to break, and everyone's saying, this is rigged. This is rigged. Knicks 1, Lakers 2. This is rigged. This is rigged. And then you get the Pelicans and the Memphis Grizzlies at 1 and 2. Oh, man. There's no knock on New Orleans Pelicans, but I'm just not into it. I'm not feeling it. The last thing I'm going to do is tune in to the New Orleans Pelicans to watch Zion Williamson play basketball. And, I mean, listen, maybe they go Ja Morant. I don't know. I can't sit here and tell you that. But I will say, fine, say the Pelicans take Ja Morant. I'm just spitballing off the top of my head, and Zion goes to Memphis. I don't think it's going to play out that way, but even if it does, okay, say it does, I'm not tuning in to Memphis to check out Zion Williamson either. It kind of sucks just being just an NBA fan when I think of it as an NBA fan, just a casual fan that wants to watch basketball and watch talent. Worst case scenario for the NBA occurred. I'll be honest with you, worst case scenario. So let's dive into Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. This is going to be a news of the day around the NBA. And Game 1 ended with the Golden State Warriors without Kevin Durant getting the job done and pretty much winning it pretty easily. There were times late in the third quarter where the Trailblazers made a little bit of a push, but at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors did what they needed to do. The way that the Trailblazers decided to defend the three-point line with Steph Curry with that little pick play, stupid. I mean, just stupid. You can't give Steph Curry that many open looks. He drops 36 points and hit 9 threes. He was getting wide open looks all night long. It's literally insanity to think that would be an effective game plan to win you basketball games. Clay dropped 26. The Warriors scored 39 points in the fourth quarter. They exploded, and you had the Portland squad turning the ball over, 21 turnovers, making mistakes. Damian Lillard, I loved him. Great guy throughout the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, but he definitely struggled tonight. What do you have? 7 turnovers. He shot the ball poorly, 4 of 12. He did not have the it factor. CJ shot 7 of 19, and you do have to know going into this thing, if you are Golden State, well, shut down the 2 guards as best as you can, right? If you shut down the 2 guards, you're going to put yourself in a good position to win the basketball game. You do also have Dame kind of feeling his hamstring and looked like he was limping a little bit after some contact with another player, so maybe that played a factor, maybe not. And you also have to factor in they're coming off of an emotional Game 7, and then you're into a Game 1 scenario, and the mindset has to change, and there's definitely a different factor that has to change there. And Game 1's kind of always a feel-out game, but you can't defend the same way. You have to change everything defensively if you are the Portland squad, because you can't allow that many wide open threes. It was really bad. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It kind of reminded me of a Sixers squad with the turnovers and the defensive scheme at times, which we've seen throughout the year. Really, 21 turnovers. Literally, I'm sitting there saying, am I watching the Sixers? Am I watching the Sixers? I just don't understand how you can ever think that. Force the ball out of Steph Curry's hands. I know that's hard to do, but you can do a better job than that. So the Warriors take a 1-0 series lead without Kevin Durant. And I'm not going to sit here and say Kevin Durant makes the team worse, but there's something about the way the team flows without him. Kevin Durant has the ball in his hands a lot. It takes away from Steph. It takes away from Clay at times. And I'm not saying if I'm a Warriors fan, I don't want Kevin Durant. I'm not trying to say that. But it's kind of like the Kyrie effect with Boston. I think the team flows more. There's more ball movement. There's just a different level of flow when it comes to the squad without Kevin Durant having the ball in his hands majority of the time. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. with the NBA lottery and how that went down, and Game 1 with Steph Curry doing his thing tonight and Clay being Robin of Batman, if you will. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.